is also interesting about the year 2020 is that it starts the most decisive decade in the history of humankind, which may sound like an exaggeration, but it is not. It is in this decade between now and 2030, which is 10 years minus 10 months, in which we collectively are deciding not only our own reality, but the future of humanity to come.
GCF mandate is to foster a paradigm shift toward low-emission, climate-resilient development pathways in developing countries. These include fostering climate entrepreneurship and innovation through supporting the establishment of conducive investment environment, financing project preparation to accelerate deal flows, and de-risking first-of-its-kind private investments through blended finance.
On ne peut pas renoncer au schéma pollueur sans une alternative disponible, accessible et efficace. C'est là que j'interpelle souvent nos partenaires bilatéraux et multilatéraux pour que les efforts de transition énergétique de nos pays soient accompagnés par des mécanismes de financement simplifiés, diligents et efficaces.
We have a market-based economy, and the private sector is making most of the relevant decisions. And how they make those decisions will determine the future, will determine whether we achieve the Paris goals.
Pandemic, to a large extent, has been a wake-up call for all of us. It has focused our attention, the attention of our clients, on the actions that need to be taken in order to build a more resilient, safer, and more sustainable economy.
We're delighted to be part of the GCF family because I think that partnership model is what we must try and develop more, working between public and private sectors in order to accelerate the transition.
We need to come out of COVID-19 in a more sustainable fashion, where we need to work towards food transition and system transition to protect nature.
Carbon pricing in particular is a useful tool to guide investment decisions, especially those that will have long-term impacts on future emissions, and can complement stimulus packages focusing on short-term recovery. And I can't stress this enough to governments and policymakers that policy has to be long, loud, and lasting for the private sector to participate.
This is a great opportunity for innovators, for the next generation to step forward and not just imagine a future that's almost as good as the past, but a better future, one that has nature-based solutions integrated into it, one where we live in a better engagement with nature and biodiversity, one where we have a more equitable society, and technology is a huge component of that.
The important work of the Green Climate Fund is required more than ever as we accelerate the decarbonisation of the global economy and try to strengthen resilience and adaptation across the developing world.